start off, I love Rhode Island. I fucking love Rhode Island. This was fun. It was fun. Obviously, to get a chance to play at Mohegan and then get some of those jitters out and just kind of see what the team looks like. The stuff that we did well, we knew we'd come in and do well, particularly offensively. But some of the things that are concerning about the team, the rebounding. I guess fouling has now become a thing, but we'll clean that up. But for the most part, I liked what we looked like, with the exception of rebounding, which was not typical of who we are, and we will not look like that moving forward. I promise you that. But it was special for me just to share the court with Rhode Island and to share the arena with Rhode Island fans and people, because I got so much love for the place and the people. So thank you for tonight.
Yeah, is it possible that this team could be a better three-point shooting team than last year, or certainly at least more depth in that department?
Yeah, I think we do. I think we got better shooting overall. I think what you saw from Solo, we've been seeing every day, and we're not surprised. It's like we looked at some of the things he did freshman year were reminiscent of what Hawk did for us freshman year. So we anticipate those types of performances from him. But we got shooting up and down the roster with AK and Aidan and Liam, Jay Ross, Jay Stu, Solo, Haas, Ahmad. We got shooting all over the place.
Dan, I know it's just the first exhibition, but did you get a better feel for what your rotation might be, or is that there's so many guys you're just still figuring that out?
I have no idea what's going to happen tonight. You never know. Especially when you lose as many players as we like. Championship team 2 years ago, we lost so many players going into the first game you play. You have no idea what your team's going to look like. You don't know if it's good, bad. And then the same thing last year. You just don't know. Every team is different, and they got to kind of show you who they are when you play against someone else for the first time. So, yesterday I was really nervous, probably as nervous as I've ever been going into the night before, like the first exhibition or first scrimmage, and then I just wanted to throw up the whole day because I had no idea what these guys were going to do. I thought we were actually going to lose today by 15.
Dan, what are your impressions of Terrace and Sampson, not just tonight, but overall, early on in this project? You're obviously so used to getting so much out of the center position the last couple of years with the Donovan and whoever else.
Listen, I think obviously Sampson's so explosive with what we do offensively. He puts so much pressure on the other team. We've got to, obviously the defensive rebounding thing, we've got to get that thing figured out. And then obviously the low post defense thing, whether we start trapping it a la Houston and take a page out of Coach Sampson's book, and we've got to look for a remedy there that way. I thought Towers, obviously the first half was not good. There was some moaning. When you see Donovan, Sampson last year, you used to see a certain quality out of center, his position. I thought he showed a lot of mental toughness to have a second half that he could build on, and that he showed his potentially what he could do. But he needs work. We'll get him there. He's talented.
You had kind of a moment there in the second half. 9 out of 11 points. You got pretty fired up at the end of that. Just what was it like to make your introduction to Connecticut like that?
First of all, you can tell it's different here from the moment you walk into the arena to being around the coaches and guys every day. So this has been a great experience for me, and everything that I kind of had hoped for in terms of being on a stage where you can really perform with a lot of great players. You get it going a little bit, and just credit to the coaches and the guys for instilling confidence in me. I've kind of had a lot of ups and downs through this, but I've stayed confident in myself, and thankfully they stayed confident in me and what my abilities are. And tonight I was able to show it a little bit. So happy, and to exhibition games. You just got to keep growing.
Dan from the back here. Just seeing the Keeney Blue again. Hey Dan, how are you? Good to see you. Seeing the Keeney Blue, seeing somebody like Thor, seeing some of the familiar faces, and then being able to, raise money for Coaches versus Cancer, American Cancer Society. Just how special was this of an opportunity for you in the program?
Yeah, I mean, Thor taking a chance on me from Wagner, pretty green college coach, meeting out in Dallas, and Thor, choosing me to lead his program and change my life. And then just the way that people supported me here, it's like people have no idea how great a place Rhode Island is to live and how awesome URI is, and what it's like, when you build a great team and what the Ryan Center turns into, and then, Thor and the university and the state, it changed my life. I'm still not agreeing to playing them on a yearly basis in the regular season, but I'm not that fucking sentimental. But, maybe me and Thor can negotiate.
Coach, so you guys had 4 players only score in double digits, and yet you still put up 102 points. Just how much does that speak to the depth that you guys have on your bench this season, and how able you're just to trust every guy out?
Yeah, I mean, to get into the top 9 with the team, it's tough. It's a tough team to get into the top 9, and even the 9th player is going to get squeezed a little bit. You could comfortably play 8. It was nice to see even Ahmad get in there. It's like a kind of a 10th guy and have some success. I mean, I think that just speaks to how talented the team is potentially. But I think we got some guys. The sophomore class is going to keep growing and keep getting better, and then guys like Aidan and Taris are going to keep improving as they get more comfortable.
Coach, just wondering your initial impressions on McNeely tonight. 5-star prospect out of high school, ranked number 10 nationally in his class. Just thoughts on how he played tonight?
Liam, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was too amped up. I mean, I was standing next to him during the anthem. He was like, he was doing like Tony Robbins breathing, man. He was like, he was just so hyper. He needs to calm down. I mean, he played well, but he's such a high-level player. Defensively, he showed up in some spots with some breakdowns there, which are going to happen for the younger players, but it's going to be hard for a freshman to play better than he's going to play this year at UConn. He's going to play great, but he wants it real bad. I think he was a little too amped up tonight. Bill, let's go, Bill.
Hey, how are you?
Bill, what's up?
You've obviously been able to live in the moment, and that's how you guys have been so successful the last 2 years, by just taking it day by day. I wonder if personally, though, if you ever allow yourself to think about certain moments at URI, whether it's the meeting after the Fordham game, or beating VCU in the A-10 championship, or cutting down the nets against Dayton. Do you ever flash back to those in your mind, just personally?
Yeah, no doubt. I think just everything we had to go through at Rhody to get to where we got the program. The disappointment with EC opening night, tears his ACL, and that hijacked the season, and then going through that stretch with the LaSalle loss at home, the Fordham loss at home. You go from 9 seed in the NCAA tournament to 2 bad home losses to now you're out. Now you basically got to win out. I gather a lot of strength from that experience when I'm going through it at UConn, and then I look at minus winning the national championships. My biggest moments in my career came at Rhody. Getting to the tournament, beating Creighton. Probably one of the most haunting losses in my career is that Oregon game, because we had them beat. Hassan fractured his kneecap, really couldn't play, and we still had those guys beat, and they went to the Final Four. So obviously a lot of great moments that I draw strength from, but I'm probably haunted more by that Oregon loss than just about any other loss, because we were so good that year, and we were an Elite 8 team or better.
Solo, you had some moments last year, but coaches kept saying all along and through the summer as well that you've shot a lot better in practice than maybe you've shown. Is it nice to kind of show everybody what you're capable of shooting wise tonight? And everything, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a big moment. Just credit to my teammates and my coaches just for believing me and just giving me confidence. And I think that was just what kept me going. I was just trusting my work and just make sure I continue to trust the process.
Solo, you knew there was an opportunity for you this season. How much did that drive you in the offseason to work harder?
It only made me want to work even harder, 10 times harder. I just focused on my defense and just everything to make my game better as a whole, offensively, defensively, just becoming just a guy that can help the team win.
Aidan, you described the ups and downs in the process since you've been at UConn. I wonder if you could expand on that a little bit. What are some of the things that have needed adjustments on your part since you got here?
Yeah, I think, St. Mary's, credit to them, I don't want to go on the past too much, but it was a great program and a great situation for me. But they're polar opposites in a lot of ways. Coaches come in every day and, you got to earn it every single day. They demand everything out of you from the moment you step in the gym to getting in your weights to then getting shots to 2 hours, 3 hours study halls to then getting on the court and then, repeating every single day. And just, it's a credit to UConn as a whole just to show that, they really care about the whole person. Coaches giving out readings and, they're making sure you're doing your work and stuff. I don't know. It's not necessarily what I expected, but I think it's what I need just as a holistic view, and my mom would definitely be very happy about that as well. So all that's been good, but ups and downs, practices can be difficult, coaches really try to challenge you, and I feel like I benefited from it tonight and will continue to because it felt a lot easier out there than it did today, yesterday, the day before, any practice you could choose. So yeah, it was fun out there today.